So, time for spring pruning. I'm going to start with my peach tree, and then I have quite a few hydrangeas to prune, not the macrophyllus, the ones that bloom on new wood. So, that's going to be my project. It is just so good to get outside, get away from the TV, and I know by pruning, I'll get more fruit and more things to eat in the coming year. This we have lots of the dead stuff, and I have to put cages around all my trees because we have so much deer damage here. So there'll be a lot of new changes because our deer population has just continually increased over the years, and we're really at the point now where we have to do something more than just put cages around because they're eating they're eating the cats, they're eating the dogs. Sorry. Okay. um you go outside, you feel much happier. So I'm going to start pruning, and I have disinfected my pruners with alcohol so there's no cuts. This peach tree last year had leaf curl. I still did get peaches off of it, so I have to spray it with a dormant spray before it leaves out. So the buds are out, things look good, and I'm going to be pruning it hard. And I want it to look like a vase. Anything that is not more, it needs to be a pencil in thickness, and I'm looking for redwood because my peaches are going to be on the redwood and not the old gray wood. And if the branches are too skinny, they're going, and it'll help the peach crop. Let's get this first. So the more I'm getting into this tree, the more I'm realizing as I cut the branches, there's a dark scab on the inside, a circle, which tells me the tree's not doing too good. So I'm going to cut a couple pieces off, try to save it this year, spray it with dormant oil. Maybe we'll try some kaolin spray to see if that'll help. It should be a happy tree, so I'm not quite sure why what happened. But anyway, I've had trouble growing peach trees here. The other tree I'm taking out, I have a Stanley plum that I usually prune very hard. I've never gotten plums on it. I really shock pruned it last year. It bloomed. It looked fabulous. This year, I'm taking it out, and I will go get new stock. And if I need to put two in, then I'll put another one in. But this is my asparagus bed. I grow things. And then where my apple trees are, the deer have done a number on those, even with cages around them this year. So there needs to be a perimeter fence put in, and I'll be. Oh, there are the geese. Things are moving. It was like it came out when I was working in the hoop house yesterday. Um, all we had baby wolf spiders, which I was happy to see them because they eat so many bad things. so, and she had little ones. Some of them were so tiny. So that's why I come outside. It's just it makes you look outside yourself and what is going on in the political world, and it makes you see things are still thriving, things are still growing, and whatever we can do to help that along, jump in and do it. So don't be alarmed. I'm going to take a fairly large limb off of this tree. I usually try not to take more than a third off, but if it's diseased, and peach trees grow really fast, so we'll see what happens. So why did I take this branch off? You can see it's got huge issues, and this is feeding all these branches, so it's got to go. So yeah, it looks like a major cut, and it is, but it'll help the tree survive. Okay, so now we have a nice vase shape. Um, I'm glad I got it done now. Usually the squirrels eat all the peaches, but we're going to try again this year. And I am going to, right now, my main focus is to get everything down. So I'm kind of pruning and dropping everything. And then as soon as the snow melts, our ground is still so frozen solid that all the snow that's melting is just laying on top. So you could swim to my front door. It's really, it's going to take a while for the ground to defrost. So I'm going to go take down a plum tree, and I can show you some damage of what we go through. So this is all damage from a buck. He had totally stripped this tree out last year. This is a bay, a sweet bay, and I love this tree. So I took the major damage out last year, but I didn't put a fence around it. Big mistake. So they've come in this year. I have a lot to clean up and a lot of damage. We'll see. It always recovers. Instead of a tree form, it'll be a bush form. But see, the new green shoots are great. That's what we want to see. Um, so I think I'll turn it into a shrub and get some fencing up.